I think we have the next management with us.
Let's get straight to that. KEI, that's the stock in focus. It's up more than 40% in this year. In fact, UBS has initiated coverage with a buy rating on the stock. To discuss this and more, we have Mr. Anil Gupta, the CMD of the company. Hi, Mr. Gupta. Good morning. Thanks a lot for joining in. Well, KEI has ramped up the branded wire segment, I think from around 16% in 2018 to around 29% in 2024. Now, UBS says that KEI will benefit from this consolidation in the wire market, and they are estimating 4,000 crores of revenues from the branded wire segment by 2027. You think it's doable, Mr. Gupta?
Good morning, Nigel. Yeah, I think at this moment we are, close to 2,500 crore rupees on the wire and flexible segment, the branded wires and flexible segment, and I think by 27 it will be doable. That we are almost growing at 20 to 25% in this segment every year. So 27 is just 3 years away, and it will be possible.
Before that as well? You think it could be earlier?
I guess maybe, but no, I can't commit.
Okay, let's focus on a couple of other segments then. Switch gears, small electrical products. There's a big scope of business out there, right? Currently, how much do they contribute, and where do you see that number headed?
No, we are not in FMEG business at all. We are only manufacturing wires and cables, and we are not in the switch gears or switches or other low tension electrical products. So, at the moment we don't have any plan to do that.
No plan. Got it. All right. Then tell us, how is the demand picture looking like? Could you tell us where is demand coming from? As per your observation, Q1 is done. We're mostly through, 3/4 through Q2 as well. How is demand shaping up? If you want to give us a volume growth estimate for this year.
We expect a 17 to 18% volume growth in this year. And the demand is pretty strong, especially from the energy sector, solar developers, data centers, and a lot of other. I think most of the sectors and transmission and distribution sectors in the energy space is doing very well. And I think most of the sectors in our industry, wherever wires and cables goes, are doing well, in my opinion.
Mr. Gupta, there's also sort of a lot of chatter around the possibility of you getting into related spaces like switches and switch gears and maybe, some sort of other electrical equipment or appliances. Can you give us an update on the plans? I mean, if they've firmed up yet, what are the timelines they're looking at, and what is the kind of investment you'd be looking at in this side?
I have just mentioned that we have no plan to enter diversify from wires and cable segment, and no plans to enter switches or switch gears or other related electrical products.
Okay. So not even switches and switch gears. Got that. So that's out of the way. Just talking about the potential in the branded wire segment itself, there are certain reports that are indicating that you should be getting 4,000 crores of revenue from branded wires by FY27. Just what is the competitive intensity in the market right now? And in terms of, you've given some volume projections, pricing, do you see any element of a price hike possible? How intense is competition? Because there are a lot of players, now in the branded segment.
I agree that there are a lot of players in the branded segments in wires and cables, at least 6, 7 I know. And but this space is also growing very well, and the companies who are able to create more interest with the distributors and the influencers and able to pen out their marketing activities, in the farthest part of the country, including rural areas, are getting benefited. And we have also done so, and we are focusing on the business development activity with the actual users also, in not just with the distributors, etc. So that is how we have been able to grow faster.
All right. Very quickly, if you could give us your rough market share that you have. I think back of an envelope suggests it's around 10%. And do you believe that you can, increase your market share from here on?
Overall, wires and cable segment, we are at 12%. And 12%. So if you talk of only the branded wires segments, I think we are operating at 7 to 8% at the moment.
Okay, all right, Mr. Gupta, we'll leave it on that note. Thank you very much for joining in and giving us some perspective on the business. Wish you good luck for the rest of the year.